Welcome everyone to another episode of Time for BL. This is the podcast where we review movies, TV shows, novels, and comics, all in the boys love genre. Once upon a time, not long ago, I was watching AiLongNhai, and I didn't complete my review of the series because I needed a break. I had so much going on last week for family, with kids, all that stuff. You know, my mama. And now I can finally watch episode 12. And the sad part is I've seen some of the other reviews, not full stuff, but like things on Twitter, a couple things on TikTok. A lot of people didn't like it. So I am scared. I'm scared. I don't know what other accents I can use to say the word scared. But yo, episode 12, AiLongNhai, my boy Nai, my boy Porsche, my boy Arm. Let's get into it. Let's get dangerous. They waited until episode 12 to improve the damn subtitles, or is it because I waited a week like someone else updated the subtitles? Is that it? Because these are some good I'm not even that far in. I'm still about 3 minutes something in, less than 4 minutes in, and also explaining what the Japanese festival is, or at least its origins as well. So far the subtitles are pretty good. Please don't get worse. Please don't get worse, because it's looking good. And I love that Nai woke up and the first thing he did was look for Ai. That's so cute. Mean can kiss. Mean can kiss. Mean is mean with them lips. Mean knows what he's doing. Mean's lips can kiss. I mean, mean can kiss. How many times have I said that? That kiss on the mountainside? Oh, all their kiss scenes have been the cheek kisses. Oh, they both can kiss. Damn. I told him not to mess with his man. I walked over, interrupted that conversation when those girls came over to start it, handed back the water and said, my boyfriend is not really that much of a water drinker. He prefers soda. I already bought some for him. By the way, you need to get your boyfriend drinking more water. Like, drink more water. You're not drinking enough water. I don't care who you are. You're not drinking enough water. All I drink is water. I bet you're not drinking enough. Like Nai. He's drinking other waters. I just made that joke, yes. Why is it in a lot of these shows that portray like characters as top and bottom in the relationship, the one who's portrayed as the bottom can't cook? There's a lot of shows that do it. A lot of shows do it. Cutie Pie the series did it as well. AiLongNhai does it. There's other ones out there. They're very easy to find. There's one writer who always has it that the characters that she writes as the bottom is just completely inept at everything. Cannot do crap. And the top does everything. They clean, they cook, they like. Why is it that it's done like that? Because I want you to think of like a lot of straight storylines. Most of them, the woman, she's a cook. There are some out there where she can't cook. She's completely inept in the kitchen. And then she meets a guy who's tall, rugged, and handsome, and he cooks. And also he's a billionaire. Which they bring in this too. They're always rich. He has to be rich. I need a bingo board. I need a BL bingo board because there's so many tropes. I think someone just started another bingo board. I'll have to check. But there's just so many tropes. I know that there is a BL bingo game. I need to jump in on it one day when they're live. There's just so many tropes that are so they're in there. And if it's on your bingo board, just should I start doing like a Twitch stream or something? Like everybody get a bingo board. We're gonna watch some BL. And if it comes up, you're gonna put it on your board. First person to get bingo gets a something sub, whatever they got on Twitch. Should we do that? Because damn, it's like it's in every single one. Payu cooked. Rain went to school and likes cosplay. Yeah, that's Rain. The man gave up after just being told, yeah, you were going to put these in a pot. And it's done. It's like, oh, this is too much work. I gotta put... Again, Pillow Princess. Pillow Princess. Nhai. Is it the American health system where it's like, I have a fever, that means I just need to stay in bed, not go to the hospital, and then rack up $1,000 bill, $2,000 bill, who knows? Insurance won't cover it, or don't have insurance. Is it the American health care system that has me like that? Like, I would never. A fever? I better be dying. I better be dead before you call 911. Come on now. Okay, a few things to cover. So, we learned that Nhai has a fever. Of course, I want him to go to the doctor. Nhai's like, I'm good. We're good. Like, we're just gonna stay here. They're at school, and I is worried about Nhai because his fever has been going up and down, and apparently dengue is spreading. As someone who has went through the dengue fever scare, I didn't have it. Yes, thank you. But I knew people who had it. Dengue fever is out there, and it's serious, especially if you're in certain countries. Oh, it can be scary. It is scary. It's very dangerous. So he's very worried about him. He wants him to go to the hospital just to be sure. So now I understand why he's worried about the fever and stuff. It's more just to be sure it's not something like dengue fever, which is fatal. So yeah, now I understand the hospital reasoning behind it, and it's not just he's a bottom, he's weak, which that ish is annoying too, which it kind of still is. But what I love is like he's talking to In and Ton, and then In talks about like, well, maybe he's pregnant from all those positions you got him in. We're back to the bad subtitles. And then said he and Nhai talked about it, but really Ton is the one who needs to know about all those positions because of Chun. And Ton has admitted that he and Chun kind of like each other, and Chun has liked him for years. So we get a little bit of Chun there, and like know that their relationship is budding. And now Nine and Nhai are back after being gone for a long time, and Nhai really does look like, oh crap. So what happens next? Let's find out. What happens next is also the name of the story that I am posting on Wattpad. It's all kind of rough. It still actually needs to be edited, but I'm just like posting it, and then I'm going to re-edit it, and then I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It's just going to stay there. If it's really good, I'll take it off. I ain't giving. If it ends up being good, I'll take it off, because I can't be giving good stuff to Wattpad for free. They don't pay their people enough money. They don't pay. They ain't pay. They're putting ads on my story. I ain't getting none of that ad money. I'm just saying. True story. When I was a teenager, we were scared that I had dengue fever because I had those spots on my arm and I wasn't feeling well. Thankfully, it was just eczema. It was like, oh, it's just eczema. Oh, the not feeling well was just a little quick virus, like a 24-hour bug burnt out of my body. I was good, and it was just eczema. But dengue fever, like I said, it's fatal. And he most likely got it while they were on their trip. There's a very high possibility. Nhai is pulling out all the stops. I was like, we have to go to the hospital because you might have dengue fever, and again, fatal. And I is like, nah, you gotta go to the hospital. And I is there like, do you hate me? Why would you take me there? I'm afraid of needles. If your choice is needles or death, I always choose needles over death. Basically because I got kids. You see, if I didn't have kids, maybe I would have chosen differently as a millennial. I'm not. But I got my crap together now. I can't be making them scary choices no more. It's always needles. What is wrong with you, Nhai? Drag him to the hospital, please. Drag him. The only thing I don't like so far, now that they're at the hospital scene and I'm seeing 9 more, we didn't get more of 9 and FM. We know that they're flirt talking. FM made it clear he kind of wants to date, but it was still kind of out of nowhere. I wish they had shown more of like 9 and FM, like maybe had that first time 9 sees FM be in like the first or second episode, and then like slowly show them seeing each other more and more, bumping into each other here and there, and then finally having FM ask him to tutor him, and then making it clear he wants to date. And then it would feel like a bigger payoff. Right now I don't feel like even though I haven't seen what they're going to do with 9 and FM in this episode, if they do anything or if they mention anything, but I don't feel like we really got much of a payoff with 9 and FM at all. But yes, you're in the hospital. If you have dengue fever, they got to put fluids in you, boy. Oh my god, they really freaking did. I had to play back. So at the line where I says, I'm not leaving you. This is in the hospital scene. It is at marker 1837, so 1835 about when it starts. He says, I'm not leaving you. I'll take care of you when you're sick. I'll take care of you until I'm old. They do a jump freaking cut thing. Like this is what happened. So they were using 2 different cuts with the line. So from different points where it was recorded, and they put it together. But because his head was in a different place, there's like a jump on the screen. In that, what they should have done is have a shot of of Nhai on the bed, because it's I who is talking. A shot of Nhai on the bed just laying there, and then have the voice overlay in it, and then they can cut back to I, and with the new shot. Like that's what you do, because oh my god, this is like basic filmography. This is like the first day of film of editing class. Sorry. Like, do you know how many this is beginner's editing. This is freaking beginner's editing. You can't do cuts like that unless it's like, no, you should never do cuts like that. I'm like trying to find a way to make it like, no, you don't do cuts like that. What was that? That was amateur. That was very amateur. And they have done some amateur things throughout the show, and I've left it alone because I'm like, it's low budget. It's low budget. No, that was ridiculous. That was very amateur. And that made me angry. Because I'm like, I expect to see crap like that on TikTok videos, on YouTube videos that are not like edited by someone who actually went to school and studied editing or edits like professionally for networks. I expect to see it from people who aren't really like editors. There's better editing on TikTok from 13-year-olds than that crap. What the hell is that? Oh, they just pissed me off with that. Like, and for a lot of people might be like, oh, well, it's just a silly cut. No, it's amateur. And they've done, like I said, they've done some little things here and there, but everything else can just be chalked up to, well, it's a lower budget production, so they were using what was available. There was no reason for that. There was no reason for that. Unless you're telling me you had no shots of Nhai just laying in bed not talking that you could have overlaid the audio on. What the hell was that bullcrap? That was poor editing. Very poor editing. Boo to the editor on that one. Okay. I'm a nitpick on the storyline more, not on the editing. But now it's time for the storyline. So Nhai's in the hospital for dengue. He does have dengue. They have confirmed it. And instead of talking to his dad or to him, they're telling I how long Nhai is gonna be in the hospital for. Nhai, like, I is Nhai's boyfriend. Well, yeah. They live together. Okay, so it's a not spouse, a common law situation. I guess it can be a common law situation, and it's the reason why they would tell him. But also, why wouldn't they tell Nye as well, and Nye's dad? You know, why isn't the doctor coming in? It's like, okay, well, I think about like 2 to 3 days. We're gonna check up on you again in 2 days, see how you are, and then if you've gotten better, we'll let you. Like, why does he have to check with I to find out when he's gonna be leaving the Did they not want to pay an actor to be the doctor? Is that what it is? They didn't want to have to cast a doctor. And by the way, that is the same hospital that I was in when his mom tricked him to come save her favorite child, aka her daughter. That's the same hospital bed, probably the same bed that little girl was laying in too. They're just like, okay, next. Oh my god, Nye and I have the same fear. My big fear is a broken needle in my arm, because that can go through your bloodstream, and then what if it gets to your heart, and then you're dead. And I'm sure I've unlocked a new fear in everyone. I apologize, but damn, that is my fear too. Another thing I forgot to mention, I love the dads. I love Nye's dad, Chensa, who comes to visit his son, makes jokes about of being tired of seeing his son's face, and also tells Nye he really wants to meet damn it, why are their names so close? Oh, it tells he really wants to meet his dads as well. He wants to have dinner with them. Please tell them to wait for me so that we can all have dinner together. And I's dad wants to meet him too. Like, this show is so much fluff. It's so much fluff, and I love the fluff. It's such a peaceful show. Like, even when the mom showed up and she brought her drama, they told her to kick rocks. Oh, for the fluff, fluff, fluff. Please stay fluff. Episode 12. Don't stop the fluff, fluff, fluff. I am smiling. It's just so cute. They come in and Jonan has like the big old duck doll, and Siv has the basket full of fruits, and everybody's just being adorable. Oh my god, this show is so cute. I'm not crying. That was a yawn, not crying. There aren't tears in my eyes because of the cuteness. I needed this. I didn't realize how much I needed this. Oh my god, onions are being peeled nearby. Or cut nearby, whatever. It's so cute. The show is so cute. It's so much fluff. I was wondering how he's gonna peel. I am speaking. I was wondering how he was going to peel the orange while holding the duck, because he's not handing the duck off. I'm not putting the duck down. And then of course, Nye says, please hand me the orange, I can peel it myself. I wish the director had done that motion, like to at least show, he's definitely going to peel it. Show him handing off the duck to Sib, or putting the duck down on the bed. Something to show a motion that he's actually going to make a move, instead of him being handed the orange and then just looking at the orange. So that's director's fault. And happy Hanukkah! Happy Hanukkah to everyone who celebrates Hanukkah. I wish I could say some Hanukkah-like thing, but I am not Jewish. So, happy Hanukkah. What is it? Is this the first candle? Second candle? I don't know. Whenever this comes out, like, let me know what candles you're on. I can just Google it, can't I? Happy Hanukkah! I guess we fast forwarded to Nye being released from the hospital. And I guess we're not going to see Siv, Jaonan, and Tensa meet. I'm guessing they've already had their dinner together. That is a weird way to jump. Hold on. Did they at least do a several days later? Which I hate that crap. I like when it, like, they find ways to flow it, like montages or whatever. Or even just show the sun. Well, yeah, they showed a shift in to the new day. It's a new day. Anybody remember that song? And now they're at the condo. I don't like that. There was nothing saying how many days it passed. Nothing showing a change of time. Like, it basically just showed a new day, and he's out of the hospital. There's nothing else, for real. I don't like that. I actually don't like that. That they could have at least done text. I would have been like, whatever, yeah, sure. But they could have at least done text. You know what I mean? 1 week later, 6 days later, something. They didn't even do that? That's, I don't like that. I don't like that. It's a new day. Okay, here's the thing. After watching Ghost House, anytime someone says something is too short, I'm just like, no, it's not. No, it's not. Because that boy was wearing some shorts that even I was like, that might be a little too revealing. Like my teen, I don't have a teen yet, but my teen wore that, I'd be like fighting that side of me that's like, that's too short, go change it. Like, are you sure you want to wear that out? What if we wear something else under it for just extra protection? What if we get some leggings, like different colored leggings, like white leggings, and then you have the black shorts over that? Or we can get leggings that match your skin tone. I would be fighting it for the shorts that boy was wearing in Ghost House. Every time he came on it, I'm like, why is shorts so short? Who you trying to catch with them legs? He knew who he was catching with them legs. He caught him. He wasn't looking for ghosts. I apologize. But yeah, those shorts ain't shorts. After watching Ghost House, he had some shorts that were so short you could barely see them under the shirt he was wearing. He did not have legs for days. He had legs for a couple hours. His legs weren't like long legs. But he was showing them. Oh, he was showing them. And he was receiving the attention he needed with them. Oh, he knew what he was doing with them legs. Like, Nhai's shorts, he can wear those to church. The nuns won't say anything to him. His shorts are so long. Those could be shorts that he goes to school in. Like, that as a teenager. They look like high school shorts or primary school shorts. Those are the shorts kids wear. Those are some long shorts. Come on now. Those shorts are barely on his thighs. What? How'd she find them so fast? I mean, we've all been shoe shopping. We know that takes longer than that. Well, she was looking at them shoes for herself. Hey, Cinderella, what's up, Cinderella? Hey. Oh my God, will you marry me? I'm screaming, but I can't get it. I can't get it out. I'm screaming. Oh my God. Like, first of all, like, that random woman who just ended up sitting there, I was like, rude. You knew that seat was taken. But now I understand why she was sitting there, so we can get this scene. Will you marry me? I was like, oh, it's a Cinderella moment. He's putting his shoes on for him. Everyone's dream. Come on, we all want to be Cinderella a little bit. Not the, before, but the prince and after. Like that, we all want that. Don't lie. Everybody wants that. So yeah. I'm like, ooh, that Cinderella fantasy getting lifted out. He got his prince. And then he said, will you marry me? Boy, you full on Cinderella moment. All right, Prince Charming, let's go. And tying his shoes for him. All right. And he tied his shoes for him. Listen, the first time my husband tied my shoelace for me. Yes. I was like, this actually is kind of romantic. I like this. He always tied my shoes for me. He was like, all right, now I'm just going to buy you shoes without laces. And he did. It's like, I will never have to tie a shoe again if you don't have laces. But damn. Oh, and he tied the laces. Listen. Okay. So they had a wonderful day, bought some shoes, went to the roof and made out. I want to know what was on the cutting room floor for the show, because it looks like a lot of stuff that they show in the opening, maybe not a lot, but like it looks like the mom was supposed to have a bigger role and they just cut her out of most of the show. It looks like or most of her or some of her other scenes they just cut out. And I'm wondering, did they cut it out because they were like, you know what, we have like a nice little fluffy show here, let's focus on that like really cute romance lovey-dovey kind of show, and not do the whole dramatic thing. Excuse me. But also what we don't have is closure. Like, we know we get the idea FM and 9 are sort of dating now, and Tun and Chun are finally dating. And then in the guy that he's like, oh, let me get to know him, is moving abroad. So we know what's happening with those, but usually, you know, in the final episode, you at least get to see the other, the side characters in their relationships. We didn't get that. And I guess it's because the show wanted to focus more on AiLongNhai, and I can see that, and it's like, it's okay, I guess. And again, the show is very fluffy, and I like that it's very fluffy. So did they cut out, like, that's what I want to know, did they cut things out that didn't add to the fluff? I want a director's cut of this show. Or are we gonna get a special episode? I need to look to see if we're gonna get a special episode or something, because I feel like there is stuff that they can close on in like a special episode. We don't necessarily need a season 2, but I can see a special episode coming out of this, is what I'm saying. I liked it. I liked it for the fluff that it was. I really do like it for the fluff that it was. I'd probably rewatch this if I want something that's lovey-dovey and cute. I would definitely rewatch it for that. Because there wasn't much drama. The conflict was over very quickly. Thank you, Nhai. Put that woman in her place. And thank you, Jaonan. Like, ripped up that woman's house. That's probably why her husband left her. We don't know if her husband left her, but I think her husband left her. He's like, you had this man come up in my house, destroy my house for that boy you had with that other man? I am done with you, woman. And then this just threw his daughter to the side as well, because he's a horrible person, just like his wife. So I want to know what was cut out of the show. Is there a special episode? Because I feel like it could use a special episode. Overall, though, like right now, without rewatching the entire series and going off of the way it ended and everything, I would honestly give this show like a 5 out of 10. Because there was a lot. It felt rushed, even though it wasn't rushed. It was very slow. It still felt rushed, if that makes any sense. Because I feel like there could have been more put into the episode, or we could have learned more about other characters. I would have loved to seen all the dads meet each other and just them talking crap about their sons and just showing how much they love their sons, because that's how dads show that they love their sons. They talk crap about them. If they talk crap about their daughters, that's a different thing. But just them showing how much they love their sons, like, I would have loved that. Or like, even if it was more like it ended with all of them coming together, and the reason why Nhai needs new shoes is because he wants to impress Jaonan and Sib, you know, because it's gonna be the first time they all have dinner together with his father and his brother there, you know, something like that. Like, give me something instead of it just being he wants new shoes, so let's go shopping so we can get a will you marry me. Like, the show needs more. Still loved it, but 5 out of 10 for me. Still will rewatch it. Still will rewatch it. 5 out of 10 for me. Yeah. So that was AiLongNhai, the series. Which series should I watch next? Because I don't know. There's so many out. Like, we are so saturated with shows. I'm gonna have to look through. And I'm still mad about was it Moonlight Chicken? How dare they? Disney? Thailand? Do I need a VPN, and do we get English subs? I'm mad. I have Disney Plus. I don't have Disney Plus Hotstar. Ugh, I'm so mad about that. They better move that to GMM TV. Pissing me off. What series should I watch next? Ooh, do you want me to do a review on any of the other series I've been watching? Because I've watched a lot of other things that I haven't reviewed here. Let me know. You can let me know on Instagram. And also don't forget to check out the Time for BL merch shop. All the links are available in the link tree in the description box. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to Time for BL. Hope you have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, and good night, whatever it is, wherever you are.